Wouldn't it be amazing if you could lose weight without starving yourself, counting calories, or exercising within an inch of your life? Well, you can. Welcome to my Menopause Monday. My name is Kate, and I host a weekly show every Monday to help you somewhere in life with your menopause. I do have an upcoming one discussing the difference between synthetic HRT and bioidentical hormones. I was requested that. I haven't forgotten. I will do that. But I have been doing this process, which has helped me eat more, exercise less, and drop fat really effectively, as well as a lot of other ladies who are doing the same program. So I was so excited. I just wanted to share that with you. Now, I've been doing this for about 8 days already. Some of the ladies that I will share in a few moments with you, I'll share their photos and a little bit of synopsis of what they've achieved. They've done the 4 weeks and they've had amazing results. Now, I think we all believe that the more we sort of starve ourselves and the more we work out hard, it will help us stop that menopause weight gain. Unfortunately, as we go through the menopause, it's the only thing that tends to go northwards, is the fact that any sort of roundness or definition that we had on our legs and our bums goes upwards around our waist, and we end up looking like a barrel belly. That happened to me too during my perimenopausal years. And I did the traditional stuff. I started working out more and I started eating less. And it was just miserable. And I just didn't change. I still kept putting on weight. I didn't recognize myself. I was so peed off. I almost resigned myself to thinking, well, this is just the way it is. I'm just gonna have to be frumpy and not happy in my skin anymore. And wherever you are at in your life right now, I don't care what you weigh, I don't care how you think you look, give yourself a big hug, because you are in your body. You are in here. Everything you say to yourself, and let's face it, most of us talk a lot of negative stuff to ourselves. You hear, your brain is listening to what you're saying to yourself every single second of the day. Avoid saying things that are cruel and hurtful to yourself. You would never say them to your best friend. So why on earth would you say them to yourself? You are your best ally. You've got to live in this. So live in it and love it. And always know that whatever your goals are, there is always your day one. You could start right now and say, okay, I'm drawing the line in the sand, and from now on, I'm going to make a few simple changes, and I promise you, they're going to blow you away. And you can, improve your health if you need to improve your health. Women, you should be proud of your bodies. We have curves, we have cellulite, we have stretch marks. Our bodies have been through an awful lot. We're emotional beings. We hang on to a lot of stuff. And it's about time we were kind to ourselves, but also take responsibility for the things that we can do, because there is so much that we can do. And I completely understand it's really confusing out there. And we're bombarded by images that are just fake. Even the really beautiful people get airbrushed. It's just, God, it must be one of the hardest things to be a model, because even if you just look stunning, stunning as in what we think is stunning these days, they still airbrush you. I mean, that would just be soul destroying. Oh, I just want you to understand how easy it is to slip into a mindset that isn't healthy. So you get frustrated with the things that might not be working anymore. And to be quite frank, as you go through menopause, you do need to change what you're doing. I used to swim, fast crawl, probably 3 to 5 miles a week. In addition to that, I used to do hula hooping, because I figured, it would help trim my belly, because the fat was there. I used to do my own pieced together workouts off YouTube for probably 90 minutes a day, and still didn't work. And I was starving myself. Not significantly, but I was definitely not eating enough. I love my food, I love my drink, and life should be about healthy balance. And food should be fun. And food has become incredibly complicated. Should you do paleo? Reduce all carbs? Just eat protein? Just eat fats? Just do water and cabbage diet? Listen, all food groups are vitally important for us, and we need all food groups. By the way, vegetables and fruits fall under the carbs banner. The thing that most of us don't cut out, which all of us actually should, is the chemically laden foods that are designed to be addictive. So the highly processed foods, the snack bars, even if they're labeled healthy, I'm not going to say the names of some, but I was doing some research on some the other day, and the ones that you think are really low in sugar. They have all sorts of fake stuff in there that counteracts the sugar percentage, because they do it another way. They get around that another way, and they are equally unhealthy for you. So I'm just going to explain the system that I'm using, the ladies that I'm working with. In fact, first of all, give me a second. I'm going to share my screen because I want you to see, not just hear my results. I want you to see and hear the results from these other ladies. So bear with me a second. So here's Erin. In 4 weeks, she lost 11.4 pounds and 10 inches. Her non-scale victory, and I always think focus on the non-scale victory, because these results, the pounds lost, the inches lost, it's great. But she had problematic skin, particularly in her ears. Her skin sensitivities went. In 4 weeks, Megan lost 12.5 pounds and 15.5 inches. Her brain fog went. Jen, in 4 weeks, she lost 8 pounds, down 9.75 inches. Her bloating has gone. Again, bloating has gone for Lindsay. She lost 8 pounds, down 7.5 inches. And Anita, she lost 16.4 pounds, down 6.5 inches. She's less inflamed, more energized, and her brain fog has gone. Aren't those results incredible? In 5 days, I lost 1.5 centimeters on my waist and 1.5 centimeters around the fattest part of my belly. Bearing in mind, I don't have an awful lot of weight to lose, but I have been eating way more than I normally eat. I've been working out less with lighter weights than I've ever done before, and I feel amazing. But the crazy thing is my menopause symptoms have gone. I actually feel like an imposter hosting Menopause Monday this week because I haven't even had a hot flush. It's kind of weird. But the only thing that has changed is what I've been eating, and that's it. I've been eating more, focusing very much on veggies. I have been managing my macros. So we're doing this 4-week gut healing system. It cuts out inflammatory food groups, so things like dairy, gluten. We're supposed to not drink alcohol. I have had the odd glass of red wine, in all honesty. And we are making sure that we eat primarily a lot of veggies, healthy proteins, healthy fats. If you want to know how many grams of protein you should be eating every day and the best sources of protein, so which food groups give you your best bang for your buck, I will drop a link to the protein guide at the bottom of this. It's a guide I created a little while back. Help yourself to it. It's completely free, and it has got some really helpful information because we go through menopause. We need more protein. If you're watching this on social media, just message me protein and I'll send you the guide, or click the link in my bio. Again, you can get it that way. So essentially, we are eating way more than we did. Literally, I feel like I'm always planning and eating food. It's been quite eye-opening. You do have to take a leap of faith because we're all sort of brainwashed into thinking if we starve ourselves, we'll lose weight. It doesn't work like that. When we starve ourselves, it puts our bodies into stress. As we go into the menopause, perimenopause, menopause, all our sex hormones fall, but predominantly estrogen falls, and estrogen has all sorts of beneficial effects for the body. But as estrogen falls, our cortisol levels rise. So it's really about managing stress. Now, when we're not feeding our bodies correctly with food as fuel and nutrition, we create stress in the body. So cortisol levels go up. When cortisol rises, so does insulin, our fat storing hormone. We also have 4 times the amount of cortisol receptors around our belly, hence the belly fat. And estrogen also has a very positive effect on our digestive system. So as estrogen falls, you might find that your motility, so how food gets passed through your digestive tract, actually slows down. That can cause bloating and food sensitivities and just generalized inflammation. Plus, at this time of life, we have quite a lot of stressors. So if you can manage your stress more effectively, if you can understand that you have so much power at your fingertips by eating whole foods and a wide range of different foods too. Part of the challenge on this 4-week gut healing system is to eat, lots of different vegetables, lots of different fruits, and try different things out. I created this, I love Trello, but I created this big Trello board for my team and myself to follow. And literally it has got, I think I've managed to do 9 days of complete meal plans now. So from breakfast, snack, lunch, snack, dinner, breakfast, and all sorts of varieties, really healthy recipes. so much to eat. You will not be hungry on it. But the good thing is once you fill your body with the right kind of food, your cravings will go, your energy will be through the roof, your menopause symptoms are going to reduce or vanish, your belly fat will go down. As you can see from those images that I shared, you can lose a substantial amount of weight. A lot of the ladies that were in the group that I'm just running at the moment, they lost 6 or 7 pounds in the first week. So you'd probably like to shed more at the beginning of it rather than at the end, because we're allowing our bodies to detoxify. We're getting rid of that inflammation. You know, when your gut is inflamed, when your digestive system isn't working properly, you actually don't absorb the nutrients properly from food. Plus, food is quite nutritionally deficient these days. I do have my superfood shake every single day throughout this gut healing system. That is a key part to it, because that helps to heal our gut. It has the acerola cherry, it has the adaptogen herbs, it has the camu berries. It is full of so much goodness. It's got the super green. So that in and of itself is really beneficial for it. You know, if you say, well, I just eat Greek yogurt, we cut out dairy as well, by the way, a Greek yogurt, and you know, I have a multidofilus tablet every single day, you are better to, that's not bad, but you are better to have a wide range of probiotics and prebiotics. Prebiotics are the fiber really that we get from our vegetables that feeds the probiotics. So you need to keep your healthy bacteria fed with the right kind of stuff too. So this system has worked incredibly well. Now, it's really funny. A lot of it is down to your stress management that will affect your belly fat. Not necessarily fat all over the body, but any kind of stress is going to certainly contribute to belly fat. It's going to contribute to you sleeping more poorly. And I did a bit of research on the centenarians, so the centenarian hotspots around the world, so people who've lived to 100 and beyond. And they all have a few things in common. So the countries were Sardinia, Costa Rica, Uruguay, I think was in there, Okinawa, which is an island just off Japan, a place called Loma Linda in California. The thing that a lot of these centenarian hotspots have in common is they eat a lot of whole foods, they eat healthy fats, they are active, and they have a strong sense of community too. And then often they're in a temperate climate too, so they're not faced with the sort of extremes of temperatures. And all of those things contribute to a healthy, happy life. When you are active regularly, when you are feeding your body with fuel, when you have a sense of purpose to your life, when you are part of a community, whether that's a religious community, whether it's just helping out in your community, when you wake up and you know somebody is going to benefit from you that day, that has a really positive impact on how you manage your stress. It also means that if you've got people surrounding you that support you, that when the curveballs happen, you have somebody to help or you have a community of people to help dissipate the energy around that stressful situation. When we starve our bodies, which so many of us have done, our bodies are really clever. They will slow down our metabolism so that they're not using up so much energy. So that is sort of indicative of the yo-yo diet. So you starve yourself, then it's not sustainable. You eventually start to eat again, and then you find out, a couple of weeks, few months down the line, that you weigh even heavier than you did before you started to starve yourself in the first place. And that's because the body just goes into survival mode. It's stressed, but it's going to hang on to everything that you give it, because you might starve it again soon. The way to combat that is to do things which help to boost your metabolism. So eat plentifully, use food as fuel. You want to be doing strength training. Now, I normally do the strength training programs that lift heavy weights. I love those sorts of programs. While I've been doing this gut healing system, I've been doing a sort of bar fusion program, which is like an athletic version of bar. It uses really, really light weights. And I hate cardio, but the cardio in this is just brilliant. It's so creative, and it's not your traditional type of cardio. You want to be doing less of the huffy, buffy, sweaty cardio now when you're in menopause than you do. You want to prioritize your strength training, particularly strength training that focuses on the larger muscles of the body. So your glutes, your hamstrings, your quads. Those are going to be one of the best ways to help stimulate your metabolism. And also incorporate walking every day. You know, if you've got dogs, it's great, but a lot of us don't walk enough. That sort of low level gradual cardio is a great way of just helping you achieve those weight loss goals, including strength training, including getting rid of the junk snacks that are in your house. I mean, just chuck the bloody things out. When you, I mean, think about it. Okay, bin or waste? Bin or waste? I'd rather stick it in the bin. So many of us have just become used to grabbing snacks. It says, oh, healthy protein bar. It's not. It's full of rubbish. Even if it is quite healthy in comparison to other protein bars or snack bars, you are still so much better just to have a small handful of nuts and maybe a scoop of Greek yogurt or an apple or a banana or something. Eat whole foods. It will serve you so well. Incidentally, so the ladies that have done, and men who've done this 4-week gut healing system, when you leave the bathroom, it should not be, oh my God, get me out of here. All joking aside, yes, when you go to the bathroom, you might leave a little lingering waft, but that's all it should be. A healthy gut does not have stinky poos. A healthy gut will not have smelly breath. A healthy gut will not have anxious skin. You know, you're not going to have the spots, the breakouts, the scabby bits. A healthy gut literally radiates from the inside out. So, you know, smelly bathrooms, bad breath, skin issues, those are also a sign, as well as bloating and digestive pain. Those are signs that your gut is not healthy. And a lot of us do develop sensitivities as we go through the menopause. You know, we do get more bloated. You may have been able to eat everything younger when you were younger, and now all of a sudden certain foods are causing problems for you. For me, I can't eat chickpeas, peanuts as much as I love them. They react with me. Most legumes I struggle with. Rice bloats me like no tomorrow. I hardly ever touch rice these days. So by healing your gut, you also become really aware of what works for you and what doesn't work for you. And it's not about cutting out these things for life. There is a maintenance version of this gut healing system. So you can, you know, if you decide you want to go on the maintenance, it means that you'd still remove gluten from your diet, you still remove dairy from your gut diet. I don't think I have gluten and dairy sensitivities, to be quite honest, but I have removed them while I'm doing this just to see what happens. But I definitely know legumes and peanuts in particular, and I absolutely adore my salted peanuts. So what can you do? You can use food as fuel. Focus on being active without getting stressy about, oh, what should I do? And this workout, will that work out? Or how long should I spend in the gym? Strength training is going to be your best friend. You want some kind of cardio, but you want the right kind of cardio. I strength train 4 to 5 times a week, and the strength training workouts themselves also include an element of cardio. It's not just pure cardio, it's not just pure strength training. It's a really clever combination of getting the most out of the program that you're doing. The lady who has created this bar fusion program, she's 47. She has got the most amazing body. She eats every day, she eats between 2,000 calories and 2,300 calories. That's quite a lot of food for somebody her size as well. She does all low impact exercises these days, uses only tiny weights, and she just looks incredible. She really is. I mean, she's something to aspire to. And her metabolic age is 15 years younger than her current age of 47. That's pretty good. When I had my metabolic age tested, probably 2 years ago now, I was 11 years younger than my biological age. I'm happy with that. So understand also we call naughty meals cheat meals. There is no cheat meal. Meals don't have ethics, but understand they're treats. So you can eat the pizza, you can eat the chips, the French fries. Whenever I go out to the restaurant, I love chips. I'm from Birmingham. I love my fish and chips. I love my curries. I don't want to sit and think, oh, I'm just going to really track my macros. And oh my God, did I bring my containers with me so I can work out how many green beans I've got on my plate? Of course not. It's just a load of BS. Food should be fun, but you should have an awareness of the balance of macros throughout the day. And I always have chips. If I'm going out for dinner, I want to enjoy it. If I have a pizza, I'm very mindful of when am I actually full, because pizzas fill you up so fast. But I don't eat pizzas very often. So even if I do eat the whole pizza, I do feel very full afterwards. But I'm not going to beat myself up about it. Enjoy the food. If you eat chocolate, try and eat darker chocolate than lighter chocolate. But just be mindful that it's all information. Everything we put through our lips, it's information into our bodies. And if it's a donut kind of information, your body's is like sticking a fork in the electric plug. It's going to go and you're going to set off this whole chain of terrible chemical reactions. I mean, if you want the donut and you love the donut, just know that's what you're doing, but enjoy the bloody donut. Don't get so hung up around getting food absolutely perfect, because that's stressful. I mean, through our gut healing program, we're not supposed to drink alcohol. We're allowed fermented foods. So I have actually had a few glasses of red wine. It's nice red wine. I love my red wine. And I'm still losing weight and I'm really enjoying it. Food should be about fun. And it's just about us understanding that you can make such a massive difference to your menopause symptoms if you take just these few steps. Suggesting you count calories. And I would throw away your scales. I mean, I should have weighed myself at the beginning of the program, and I just feel morally very strong that my weight does not define me. I don't care what I weigh. I care how I feel. If I can't get into a pair of trousers that are in my closet, it's just like, oh, okay, Hartley, we're not going to wear those today, but I'm going to be aware of it so that I can put them on probably next week, because I'll have just brought my macros back in. You know, you don't need to track your macros every single day of the rest of your life. Just track them so you become educated and informed enough to know pretty much where you should be at. And then if you realize you're getting a bit fluffy again, just go back to tracking and then do it for a week, adjust your portions, because I tell you what, it's very easy to suddenly start creeping up a little bit. And it's very easy to think, oh, you cut out that healthy protein bar for a few weeks, and now you just think, oh, I'll just have the odd one. I'll just buy a few more. I really like them. And then you stop making the time and the effort to eat. We eat food as though it's an inconvenience these days. That's all backward. One thing this program has really taught me is how to really enjoy food again, because I was like that, and I still battle it a bit. My days are really busy. I start early, I normally end late. I run a house, I've got my garden, I just spend a lot of time in Cornwall too. Right now I'm in Scotland. I've got animals that need caring. Yeah, when people say to me, oh, I'm too busy to do that, it's just like, BS. You don't know what the meaning of bloody busy is. It's just time management and what you prioritize. Time is an excuse. I work with some of the busiest people on the planet, and they still make time. I don't know one successful person who doesn't focus a little bit on their food and a little bit on their welfare. We all have that time. And I'm sorry, that is just a hard truth. You might not like to hear it, but I'm a psychotherapist. I tell you hard truths. I promise you, if you want to get results, you will prioritize the things that are important to you. And so time really should not be an issue, particularly with workouts. The workouts I do are around about 30 minutes long. We have a load of 20-minute workouts. We have 5-minute intensive workouts. That time is not an excuse. It's not time management. It is life management and prioritizing those things that are most important to you. But this has really taught me to actually plan my day ahead. Today I'm starting off with overnight chia and oats, soaked oats with banana, coconut yogurt and blueberries. Oh, yummy. And a little bit of maple syrup. I can't wait. My tummy's gurgling, waiting for it. I'm going to have butternut squash, lentils and feta cheese for my main meal. I can't remember what my 3 meals, my 2 healthy snacks and the lunch are in between, but there's loads to eat and it's really fun. But you have to spend a few minutes looking at your recipes and working out what you're going to do. But when you've got your recipes, you know what your grocery list is. So you're not wasting, you're not buying things that you're not going to eat. You meal prep in advance, you batch, you bulk cook, so you've got meals to go in the future. It's not complicated, but it is your health and it will help you get to your goals. So talk positively to yourself. Love on you big time. Whatever you're in right now, it doesn't matter. You're in there. You are there. And just give yourself a big bloody hug and tell yourself how much you flipping love yourself. And if you need to make a few healthy changes, make them, commit to them, because you can do it. The system is so simple. Little bit of intentional exercise every day. Get active. In fact, I will add a link. If you're watching this on YouTube, I will add the link to the why French women tend not to put on weight. The French do put on weight. There are some obese people in France too, but they're bread. They love their olive oil, healthy fats. The thing is, the French, if you have buy a French baguette, it's probably gone hard the next day. Why? Because it's not full of rubbish. It's not full of preservatives. It's freshly made. Plus, most French people walk to the bakery to go and get their bread. They walk a lot more than we do. People, they walk to their evening meals for their restaurants or their cafes or their aperitifs, and they walk back. They just walk a lot more. In London, loads of people walk everywhere. It's brilliant. In fact, when my son went to London recently, he's there now. He said, "I can't believe, Mum, there are so many fewer obese people here. It's because everybody walks everywhere." Yeah, there are obese people too, but there are fewer of them. He really noticed it. And it is just about being more active, more of the time, with intentional strength training, small amount of cardio, because you want to keep your muscles and your bones strong as you go through menopause. It's going to help to keep your metabolism fired up. Stress management is massive. But I tell you what, when you've got a strong body, it gives you a strong mind. It doesn't stop the curveballs happening, but it does give you resilience for when they do. And just love on you. Focus on sleep, prioritize, get to bed earlier. I've been a bit naughty the last few nights and I can really feel it. I've gone to bed about half an hour later than I normally do. I notice the difference. So I'm back onto an early bedtime schedule again, just because I sleep better. I feel much better the next day. I don't want to wake up feeling a bit I want to wake up feeling, and I normally do. This for me is a low energy day, and I don't like feeling like there. I want to feel better, and that is getting to sleep a bit earlier. It's made that the hours before midnight count so much if you're able to. If you're a shift worker, I don't know how you manage. I mean, you deserve a bloody badge, you really do. But if you're a shift worker, there are still things that you can do too. Make sure that you prioritize the sleep that you do get. And a lot of shift workers I know, they say, "Oh, I just manage about 4 or 5 hours during the day, and then I'm back on at night." Just like, try and sleep longer. And pack healthy snacks. Get rid of the junk. Even if the people around you are all eating the healthy snacks and they're the healthy snacks and they're offering them to you, just say, "No thanks, I've got my little pack of dates or your nuts or whatever it might be, your apple." What happened to apples? Apples are one of the best things out there. Apples and pears, they don't bruise easily. You can stick them in your packed lunchbox. People just stopped eating apples and pears. I don't know why. They're brilliant for us. So, and eat a wide range of vegetables and fruits as well. Get creative. I've got some what's it called, freeze-dried dragon fruit, which I added into my superfood shake the other day. Oh, it was amazing. Have you ever tried dragon fruit? I've got some acai powder coming, so I want to make some of those puree bowls as well. Not tried that one before yet, and I'm really excited about it. So get creative. Let food be a journey of exploration, adventure, and fun. Release yourself from the stress of trying to get it bang on all the time. Enjoy life. Enjoy the glasses of wine. Enjoy the champagne. Enjoy the pizzas when you have them. Enjoy the portions of chips or French fries. But on the whole, cut out processed food. Cut out refined sugars. Artificial sweeteners, get rid of the bloody things. Decaf coffee, stop drinking it. It's bad. It's processed stuff. It's done with chemicals. It's no good for you. You think you're doing yourself a favor. Incidentally, we reduce our caffeine on this 4-week gut healing system. But I did this yesterday. I added this to the other day. I added it to my Trello board. Matcha latte. So the most people make the mistake with matcha is they put boiling water into it, which makes it go bitter. Matcha is really, really good for you. And this recipe, it's 4 cashew nuts soaked overnight, ideally. Some water, hot water, and a teaspoon or scoop teaspoon of matcha. Blend it all up. I think there might be a little bit of maple syrup in, without looking at my recipe, because I've actually not made it myself yet. Actually, give me a second. I'm going to have a quick look. So this is my Trello board and my matcha latte. I added it into snacks, healthy coffee alternative. So it's 1 cup of water, 2 tablespoons of light coconut milk, 1 teaspoon of matcha green tea powder, 4 raw cashews, teaspoon of maple syrup, and then soak your cashews, blah, 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 blah. That's it. And when we're following the gut healing system, we use containers to measure the macros throughout the course of the day. It's way more simple than you might think it is. So yeah, that is the board that I have created to make doing this gut healing system super easy. And I just keep on adding extra days of recipes, and it's dead fun. So if you wanted information on that gut healing system, just message me gut, or click the link at the bottom of this. That will take you through to be able to get that. You might want to combine that with workouts if you do. And the superfood shake, I can get you a bundle that's going to save you a whole lot of money. So if you wanted to do that, please just let me know before you start clicking links. And I have a promo code I can share with you as well. But apart from that, thank you for your company. I really just want you to take from this, love on yourself, manage your stress effectively, and use food as fuel. It's not no time, it's life management that will help you create that time. Have the occasional treat, but don't have it as your forever food. I hope that helped. Any questions, drop it in the comments, and I'll look forward to catching you again next week.